That game last week will give you guys?
Well, I hope it makes us feel better about ourselves. I know that, and that usually makes you have more confidence. And you know, they say winning solves all problems, makes you smarter, makes your kids smarter, makes your wife prettier. So, you know, hopefully we'll get that benefit.
No, you've had some defensive ups and downs. It had to be good to have a good defensive showing.
Yeah, the defense played very well last week. Got a lot of good pressure on the passer. In addition to getting the pressure, they also got some sacks out of it. And it seemed like when we needed a stop, they had one.
You got some new people up front. Have they made a difference?
Yeah, Tori and Brandon both played well, and you know, it helps to you know, have a little new enthusiasm there. But they're both very good players. They appear to be after one game, and you know, we expected that they would be a force in the game, and they were.
What do you say to your team when you're playing a 2-9 club?
You know, we say this, that it's not a team that reflects a record necessarily, and it's going to be a team that's going to be very unhappy because they've had a bad week, to put it mildly. They've taken a lot of abuse and ridicule, and I'm sure they're embarrassed and want to go out and prove that they're not the team that played last week.
And you're probably not thrilled to be 4-7.
No, exactly. It's you know, we would be an understatement is not the right word, but we are disappointed we don't have more wins, and we're looking to get some now.
Did you bring the shovel?
I didn't.
Did it come?
I have no idea.
The bucket, the dirt, it all stayed behind?
I didn't look this morning. I couldn't tell you.
But you want to bring that same mentality with you if you can't bring the stuff?
That's exactly right. You know, it's you know, we wanted. Last week we talked about digging our way out of a hole, and that we're, like I said early in the week, we've got our head out of it. We hadn't got our body out of it yet.
How would you describe the season that Chris Williams is having for you?
Pretty amazing. It's you know, it's exciting every time the ball goes back there, and you know he's not taking every kick back for a touchdown. He may not take another one back this year. You never know. Sometimes there's a little bit of luck in it, but he's had a great year as a returner, and he's had a very good year as a receiver.
Coakley going to play tomorrow?
I'm sure he will. How much we'll see as the game goes along.
Is he someone that can play in that extra, in that nickel package and that sort of thing? You see him playing situationally, sort of as?
I'm not sure about that. We're just trying to get him up to speed where he can play a position, much less worrying about having to play two positions.
Right, but he won't play as much, say, as Davis and
no, I would be surprised if he did.
Okay.
Henry Burris has phenomenal numbers. Has he played as well as his numbers would suggest?
Obviously, you know, I think he has the most touchdowns in the league, and yardage is up there close. And you know, he's had some up and down games where some games have not been as good as others. And you know, while he has about an average amount of interceptions for him when compared to the touchdowns, he's had a couple of inopportune ones that have been really bad plays in the game. And I know for us, you always, as a coach, you always tend to remember the bad plays sometimes better than you remember the good plays. It's like you remember the losses better than you remember the wins.
Can you give us an update on the status of Ray Williams?
Ray Williams here. We'll play more.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.